Hi folks, this is Dr. P, and I'm going to talk briefly about a confusion I've run into between planning and trying to find the perfect move. These are actually two wildly different things, but someone on my game design channel confused one with the other. Planning is about deciding what methods and strategies to use before a battle or before any other endeavor. Finding a perfect move rarely involves planning, but can take a long time and may induce analysis paralysis. That is, people think through so many possibilities that they end up not being able to decide. So, some quotes. In preparing for battle, I have always found that plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. And Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was the Allied commander-in-chief in World War II and then president. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, from Mike Tyson, the boxer. And a general one that has been credited to a lot of people, no plan survives contact with the enemy. The point is, planning is good, but you'll have to change your plan as circumstances require. So replanning is usually a necessity. There is no such thing as pre-planning. Planning is always before the action, so pre is pointless. In the process, you choose how you're going to proceed, perhaps even run through it in your mind step by step. In extreme cases, you practice it. But you can plan anything. You can plan your route to the store, your path through college, your strategy for a battle, the order you're going to use to cut up a fallen limb, which is what I did today, and so forth. There's nothing perfect here. You make the best plan that time and information available allows. But many times there's no perfect way to proceed. Now, perfect move is something entirely different. You may be able to plan a perfect move, but in a game, ordinarily, you have to wait to see what the opponent does and then make your move. At that point, you look for the best possible move out of several or even many. If there are many choices, you could go into analysis paralysis owing to time stress. And in one case, an extreme case, I saw an inexperienced player take as much as 20 minutes to make a move that essentially was a 20-second move. Yes, you could run into analysis paralysis when planning, but when you're planning, you usually have a lot more time, and there is no time stress. You're not sitting around a board in the case of a game and having to decide what to do. Now, in games, the trend to fewer choices per decision and fewer decisions per game for a player is partly to counteract analysis paralysis. Nor should it be possible in a game to figure out a perfect move, although that varies with the game. The ones that are actually puzzles, it is possible. In video games, the computing device, in other words, often tells the player what to do next, and that avoids much of the problem of analysis paralysis. But video games, especially the single-player video games, are actually puzzles with dominant strategies. They're not games. So there is a perfect move. In athletic wear style video games, in other words, ones that rely heavily on making moves quickly and so on, if you take too long, then you fail. And in that respect, analysis paralysis is not a consideration. If you take too long, you lose. Planning and perfect move are two entirely different things. Thanks for listening.